Hey y'all, hey, it's getting cold up here, and you know, it just needs something to warm us up here a little bit. You know, the weather's cold, it's kind of rainy, 40 degrees, December up here in Ohio. What favorite food would be to help warm you up than chili? So I'm gonna do you a little recipe up here that I call DW's Irish chili. And down here are some of the ingredients I'm going to put in it. What we got is we're going to use ground chuck, a pound of that, or a little over a pound there. And I'm not going to use all chuck. I'm going to use this Angus deluxe stew meat. And I got some frozen bell peppers here that came out of the garden earlier this summer. So I got that going on there, and I got a whole onion that I'm going to chop up and get it going in there too, and some good chili powder. You want to use some good chili powder here, and this is a good one, Gebhardt chili powder, and that's a specialty spice company up here. It's one of my customers up here in Indianapolis that I deliver to. And I'm going to use one of their sweet paprika, Hungarian paprika in there. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper for the meat. A little bit of garlic. Beef broth, and there you go. That's what makes it Irish. Guinness. And the beef broth I'm going to put in there. And sauce and stewed tomatoes and diced tomatoes and a few spices here that you can see out here that I got out here. I'll tell you about them when I get it going. Also, one of my specialty ingredients here, I consider it as a spice, is coffee. And this is quality coffee from Africa. It's not no Folgers, and it's ground real fine, espresso grind, to go in that chili. Alright, we got the pot on the stove there, and warming up there. And I got a little bit of bacon grease and a little bit of olive oil mixed up in here. Put a little bit in there, about 2-3 tablespoons to get that meat ground down. What I got here is that stew meat. I chopped it up about half the size of what it came in. I just wanted smaller chunks, so I'm gonna put that in there. Get that going now. Get that brown in there, that oil, that bacon grease. I'll put that ground beef in there when this chunky beef gets brown a little bit, because it'll take a little bit more to cook it. This is going to be a fine chili here, fine chili recipe that I got. Great comfort food when it's cold out. I usually only make chili in the winter time. Now what I'll do is I'll throw a little salt in there on the meat. I don't want to put too much salt because of other canned sauces here that I got, and the beef broth and the Worcestershire sauce. It's got salt too, so I got to be careful on that. But I'm not gonna be afraid to put some pepper on it. Get that going there. Got that brown pretty good there. You see there's like a brown liquid in the bottom, and it's turned gray, so that's the way I want it for now. So I can get this beef in there. Here goes a little over a pound of ground chuck. Put it in there. Bust it up in there. Get it cooking too. Go down there. Get it cooking there. Well, that cooled things off. We need to turn her back up here. Get her going. That'd be enough meat for this chili. A big old pot of chili. That's a little over 2 pounds of meat altogether. So I'll get that ground beef browned and chopped up there a little bit. Mixed in there. Right there's what we got there with the ground beef cooked up. Then it took a couple minutes for the stew meat to cook, and maybe minute and a half or so, a couple minutes maybe, for the ground chuck to cook in there. It should look great like that. Alright, I drained my meat down. I saved some of it. I put some of that oil and juice down in there. Put a little bit more bacon grease in there. Ain't got much left, so I'll put it all in there. Here, I got that whole onion chopped up. It's a white onion. So we're gonna get that white onion. There's the rest of that whole white onion in there. Get it in there. Get it cooking real good where it's translucent, translucent. And it's picking up them flavors from that grease and bacon. So it's going to add bacon flavor all through the chili. And that bacon was smoked. It said it was double smoked. And that's the first time I seen that, but we'll take their word on it. And get them going. Might as well put these bell peppers in there. That's a cup. Different colors. That adds some color to my chili. So get it going down in there real good like that. Alright, see, we got them vegetables going pretty good down in that oil. That's about what I want there. See, they looking clear. The onion, bell peppers cooked down a little bit. Looking good. Now what I'm going to do, smelling good too, pour in the can of beef broth. That's about a 14 ounce can of beef broth. And then I'm going to put in my sauce. I'm using Hunt's tomato sauce there. Get it all in there. Then I'm going to use some stewed tomatoes that I had. Italian recipe stewed tomatoes. It's got some basil, garlic, and oregano in it. Dump them in there. They're going to get busted up in there. And then I got some diced tomatoes, regular diced tomatoes there. I keep the lid out of there. And there are the diced tomatoes. Get them going in there real good. A lot of liquid going on in there. Like I said, I'll bust some tomatoes up. There's a big old tomato there. I'll go ahead and chop that up now. Yeah, but they're cooking there. They're getting stirred up in there real good. Here's that meat. It's going back in there. About 2 pounds of chunky meat and ground meat too. Now I'm going to put some Worcestershire sauce in it. I'm using Cajun power Worcestershire sauce. Boy, it's got some good flavor. A lot better than the national brand. So I'm going to use about a tablespoon. I guess that's about a tablespoon. Stir it in there. You could use a little more, I guess. Wouldn't hurt it none. But it mixed good in with that meat. Worcestershire sauce is always good with beef. So, we're going to get that simmering here for a few. Now it's time for the Guinness. If I can get her open. Hear that widget draft. Stout working there. So here it goes. Whole can of Guinness Stout draft. Alright. Turn the heat down a little bit. It's still boiling. Get it going. Yeah. Well, it went off boil quick. Look at the color there now. That changed the color of that chili. It's dark looking now. I got some more stuff's going to darken it up. We might have to call this some kind of black chili. Irish black chili. Now what we got here is we got 2 tablespoons of the chili powder. Then we got sweet paprika. That's about a teaspoon. And then we got a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And then we got a tablespoon and a half of cumin. And then we got half a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of thyme, maybe a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. And over here we go. We got a table and a half of that African finely ground coffee. It's espresso grind, and a lot of people like sugar with their coffee, so I got a tablespoon of turbinado sugar, and I'm gonna put it, just dump it all in there. There, it's all in there. How's that looking? Good? Just stir that all in there real good. Let that work its way in there. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Get some good chili there. Look at the color of that. Now this ain't nothing like the Cincinnati style chili that we got up here that I have a recipe for that. Now that's not like to eat out of a bowl like this is. This is real good, warm you up kind of chili. And that Cincinnati chili is more of a spaghetti sauce. But I'm going to turn that down to a simmer here, at least 2 more hours before it's done. So you got to let it cook a while. All them flavors merge and get in that meat, and it's a lot better if you cook it for 2 or 3 hours. Don't just cook it for an hour and eat it. It's not going to be the same. It's even better the next day. But even with that coffee in there, it helps give you that next day flavor too, from what I hear. And it sure does. It sure tastes good with that coffee in there. So I recommend you trying that. Here's some Hunt's tomato paste. I didn't show it earlier. Didn't describe it earlier. But it's going in. Stir it all in there. Get it going there. So 6 ounces of Hunt's tomato paste. Got her down to a simmer here. And I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to cover her up. I'm going to cook her like that for a while. And then later, if it needs thickening up a little bit, I'll take the lid off and finish it up like that, and it'll thicken up with the lid off a little bit quicker. Alright, it's just only been about a half hour since I was with you, or you was with me. I got 3 big cloves of garlic. I'm going to go ahead and put it in now. I'm not going to wait too much longer. I didn't want to wait too much longer on that, because I want to get that cooking in real good. So get all that garlic in there. A lot of garlic. Another thing I decided to put in there is I got the Cajun Power spicy garlic pepper sauce. It's got garlic in it too. This is real good stuff. You should try it. It's reasonable price. I'm gonna put a tablespoon in there. So that's a little bit more garlic in there. The pepper isn't hot. It is red pepper, but it won't light you up or nothing. It had good flavor to this chili. So we'll get it all incorporated and stirred up in there real good like that there. I'm gonna cover on back up. And like I said, it'd be probably now it'd probably be an hour and a half more. Anyhow, I rinsed some black beans, drained and rinsed them off, and put them in. 1 can of black beans. And I got some dark red kidney beans here. But this brand here, it had a lot less sodium and less sugar and more fiber, so I figured they was better than the Kroger brand or the Bush brand, so they shouldn't be too bad. They look good. See, I'm gonna put a whole can of them in there. So anyway, I'll stir them about and get this going for another at least another hour, I'd say, and then we'll have something good and hearty to eat here. Warm us up. You'll let you shortly. Alright, this chili here has been cooking for 3 hours now. For the last hour I've cooked it with the lid off to thicken it up. You can see it's perfect. Look at that. Look at all that. Winter comfort foods when it's cold. Chili, stews, soups, gumbo. I'll be making some gumbo soon. I love that too when it's cold. And I like clam chowder. Haven't made any. Hopefully one of you might make a video with some clam chowder. I like to try some, try to make some. But anyhow, I'm gonna bowl this up. Look at that. Can you see that? I get some tomato in there. Look. Yum. That is good. And you can put hot sauce on it if you like. I like this, but it's probably good just the way it is. What I got in the chili, Tabasco, it's pretty good. It's a little hotter than this. This ain't that hot. It's full flavor. And then here, Slap Your Mama's got a pepper sauce too. It's really good too. But I'm gonna go ahead and try that. Got me a spoon here. I like a little chunky bit in there, see? Still a hot. It'd be even better the next day. Mmm. All them flavors come together. And you really gotta try it like coffee. I don't know what it does. It don't really taste like coffee in there. It just adds another dimension to it. And the Guinness, I don't know. It probably adds something to it too. So this is my version of Irish chili. So you might want to try some of DW's Irish chili. Try my recipe out. I'll post it here on the end. All the ingredients to it and everything. Get some cheese out too and put on there. Put her on there like that. Slide that down. There. I'm gonna get off here and enjoy this chili, and I hope y'all are enjoying your winter comfort foods this winter, and I look forward to seeing some of yours too. So thank you for watching my video. You take care. I'll see y'all later. Bye.